Hello, this is a video of me making a brood box frame for a beehive out of a off-the-shelf kit. They're very easy to put together. You've got the top bar, which there'll be a little bit that you snap off. You then put the two side posts in, and the side posts come in different sizes depending on whether it's a standard brood box frame, a deep brood box frame, or a honey super frame. Like I said, this one's a brood box frame. So you've got that. There's then two bottom bars. One goes on. You then slide in a set of wax down the grooves in the side runners. If you notice, the wax it's wired foundation, and it's embossed with lots of little hexagons. So when the bees move in, they will draw out the wax on that hexagonal template. So they've got a nice uniform area for brood or for storing honey in, or whatever it happens to be. You've then got the second bottom bar and the bit that you broke off from the top bar, and they all that then sandwiches the foundation in. It all gets nailed together, and if you look closely at the foundation where the wires are, you'll see that there's 3 points where the wire meets the top bar and goes away again. So as you're nailing in that strip on the top bar back in, you want to try and make sure that your nails go through those points, because they're the most secure points on the foundation. But like I said, very simple. It's all pinned together. This video is at real speed, so they only take a couple of minutes to put together. If you happen to use a nail gun, then you can put them together even quicker. So in a moment I've got a bit of video of me using a nail gun to put one together. And like I said, these go in the brood box, and this frame will be where the bees are living. So once they've drawn out the wax into lots of little hexagonal cells, so that they're ready to move in, the queen will start laying eggs in the cells, which the then workers will make sure that once they're hatched, they're fed. They then grow up into and will be larvae, and then they'll seal the tops of the cells over, and once they've done that, the larvae will then pupate and hatch into a bee, and the bee will then climb. It'll dig through the wax and climb itself out once it's ready. At the very end, I've got a little clip of bees actually living on a brood box frame, so you can see what it really does look like. And they have a habit when they move in of, you'll get brood towards the centre, and then out into the corners you'll get a little bit of honey stores, maybe a bit of pollen stores, so that they've got everything there on the frame that they need to support the brood, so they don't have to go looking for anything as they're raising the brood. The life cycle of the bees is such that once they've hatched as new bees, they then tend to be on housekeeping duties for a while, so they'll be the ones that are looking after the new brood, building wax, that sort of thing. And it's the ones that are slightly older which will leave the hive and go off foraging for pollen, for nectar, to support a growing hive. Anyway, on this second go round, it's much quicker to put together because I've done the whole lot with a nail gun. They're just little panel pins. They're exactly the same length as the ones that were being used on the kit on the first one. But like I said, very straightforward, and most of the firms that produce beekeeping equipment will have kits of these for sale. And if you look at the very end of this, there's just a short little clip of when I was inspecting a hive. So this is what the frame looks like when you've got bees on it.